in Group's eLearn session featuring Universal Remote Solutions by iRule. We will be in lecture mode during the presentation. You may type a question in the Questions tab to the right, and it will be answered at the end of the presentation. Without any delay, your host today is Itai Bengal, President and CEO of iRule. Thank you for attending, and Itai, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Diana, and thank you to AIN for hosting this event. Today what we'll cover is introducing iRule and what we are and what we do for the AIN dealers. So I'll go in and try to cover everything that we do and introduce you to our product and our solution. And then at the end I'll also show a quick demonstration of setting up the product, and finally we'll take any questions and answer any specifics that you have. A little bit about iRule. We started the company in 2009, which was right after the first iPhone app came out. And when we started this, we really wanted to create a universal control solution on the devices that we really enjoyed the most, which was our iPhone at the time. Our headquarters is in Detroit, Michigan, and all we are is focused on the control and automation solution and using the off-the-shelf products like Android and iOS devices that the customers and the consumers around the world already prefer and already love, in using and extending the functionality of those devices to be the control system of choice. Our system is sold in over 48 countries, and our hardware partner, Global Cache, awarded us in 2011 the top VAR for selling more of their equipment than anyone else. What iRule is essentially is a software remote control application. And the reason we decided to tackle the issue of control from a software point of view was what we're noticing is that the types of devices and the numbers of devices and the protocols of these devices that we need to control in the modern home or business are changing very, very rapidly. And a hard button remote control is unable to handle the new types of devices and be able to accommodate them. And really, software is very, very flexible in that we can redesign and customize everything and grow the system over time. As I mentioned, while we started with iOS with the iPhone, we quickly expanded to cover the iPads, and most recently we cover Android, both for phones as well as tablets. And what that really means for the integrator is the ability to walk into a customer's home and use their existing devices without trying to sell them an all-new tablet or an all-new remote control piece of hardware. And that lowers the barrier to entry for selling a system like this, because basically the customer often has the equipment for using for the control solution already in their home, and it's already paid for. And best of all, it's a devices that they already love and that they've already chose. Our programming environment is in the cloud, and what that means to our partners is several things. The first is the ability to program from anywhere in the world, and that gives you the opportunity to be able not only to program from the customer home, the remote control, but also to send updates and changes to their remotes without having to revisit the home. And as we consider the entire life cycle of a remote control in a customer home, you start to look at it beyond just the initial installation. Average remote controls are installed and deployed for between 4 to 6 years, and over that time most of our customers are going to replace either new equipment, their habits are going to change, they're going to change devices, different people are going to want to use the system, and it's up to the integrator to incorporate all of those changes. By using the cloud, we give you the tools to make those changes for the customer in a very fast and efficient manner, and many times you're able to deploy those changes for the customer without having to drive to the customer home. The key there is, if you start to look at the lifespan of the entire system over those years, you can really cut down on those drives to the customer, deploy a solution to them even faster, and make everyone happy and put more dollars in your pocket. Our system controls a variety of equipment, basically every consumer and commercial piece of equipment, whether it's audio, video, automation, lighting, heating and cooling, security, we can interface with. And our system is always growing and always adding new devices from new manufacturers. And finally, what we've tackled is creating an entire ecosystem for the project. Because while many remote control solutions out there give you the tools to program a competent remote control, they don't cover the project management or keeping those projects organized and being able to work as a team. With iRule, because we're cloud-based, we're able to allow you to work as a team, work together with multiple people, and accommodate the massive numbers of changes that the customer requires, as well as dealing with things such as project management, username, and password management. So we cover all of that within our system. There are three basic constituents for our system. The first is the dealer. What we offer to them is a higher profit margin compared to traditional remote controls, fewer truck rolls over the life of the system, which again helps to drive profit up and keep your costs down, the ability to deploy a custom solution. And this is something that we're quite unique about, because one of the things that iRule allows you to do is either to begin with one of our templates or a template that you create, but you can also customize it to as much or as little as you need. So you can create a unique solution for each customer based on their own needs and based on their own experiences. And finally, to the professional dealer, we offer the business tools to allow you to manage and be productive beyond just programming the remote, but also managing the project. For the installer in the business, we give them the tools to simply and easily install and program the remote control. We give them access to templates. Again, templates may be ours, but it may be ones that we work with you to create, things that are customized for your project. And really what that allows you to do is to replicate projects that you do over and over again and reduce the amount of time it takes to program and install. To the consumer, what we've been able to deliver is a solution that is less expensive to deploy, more flexible because we're able to accommodate new devices without replacing existing hardware and without replacing the software. We just upgrade the software. And we're also able to not only give you control from inside the home, but for many of our dealers who are looking to get into control from remote, such as automation, our solution also covers